Hi, welcome back to my channel, Fabulously Frugal and Fancy. I'm Brandy. Today's video is it's not a long one, but it is a um, easy trash to treasure Valentine decor ideas. It's a happy little romantic vignette that I set up with some beautiful, simple, and easy DIYs for you. So I hope that you enjoy, but let's go make something fabulous. I just couldn't see throwing this
All
box
right, so I
away
took
because
this
it was
box
very
that
sturdy.
I don't know, hairbrush, hair dryer
And so
combo type thing
I
came in. Has like a magnetic
painted all
closure.
white. I don't worry about the
And I
inside.
started
I
out
don't
by
worry about
painting
the
it white
bottom.
just to cover up
And I don't worry about anything under that flap. I just do
the
the
graphic
flap,
advertisements
the
on the
top,
front
the
and on the
back flap,
back.
and the sides.
I don't worry
all
about
of
the
this
bottom.
white to start out, just
And
to get a
I
base
actually
coat.
think I leave the sides pink just because the sides
This is
don't
kind of like my
really
primer.
matter too
Again,
much.
this is
But I start out with a good
just a
thick
base
coat
coat. I end up
of
painting
white.
this a different color later on.
And I just used white acrylic paint
Like
because that's
this
what I
box
had
is
on
really
hand.
sturdy,
And I think I
so
gave it two good
works out
coats of
perfectly
that
for storage.
just to cover, again, the design, to give it kind of a fresh start.
And there I'm doing the end.
And it looks like I do paint the sides of it
pieces
too.
as well. As you can see, I did the back, top flap, the front
Let's see
flap.
when I turn it. I'm not sure if I did or not.
And
honestly.
both sides.
Trying to look at the box.
But I
and
left
see.
the bottom.
But yes,
I left the
painted
inside. The
sides
inside's
white
pink.
as well.
It's fine with me. I don't
Just
really
the
care
back,
if you
the
can
top,
see
the
the logo on
front,
the
and the
inside.
sides.
And then
I go in with this rose gold paint. I got this on
box
clearance
in
for
the
like
same
50
color,
cents.
but I don't do the
A
sides on this
container.
one. I just do the front flap.
It's really pretty.
The
I was
top
doing
of
some
the
other
lid
boxes
and the back
in the
of the
background there.
box
Sorry for that
in this rose gold
mess there on my
color.
table, but when you're crafting, you're often working, at least I am, on multiple projects at a time, especially when I'm dealing with paint.
Or near my dressing
Letting
table
paint
area.
dry is one of the slowest things, and
I have
so I just took the box and I gave the front and the top
in that area. So these I'm doing
a good coat of that rose gold paint
design. I like how they turned out. So.
I love this rose gold paint. Actually, I paint the back too. I'm surprised I painted the back. Sorry about that.
The mess,
but I just give the back, the top, and the front.
There is
a
lot going on in my craft room. My craft room has been undergoing.
And I don't worry about the inside. This is a storage box,
upstairs,
and I'm keeping it for myself, so it's not something that I'm really worried about, selling or the the bottom or it's showing that it's an actual package.
And
so
getting into some things, and I don't want them to get hurt. So everything moved downstairs.
All right, so here's the box.
All right, so here's the next step.
Things out of the way, and I've got this roll of rose gold
bling wrap,
jeweled ribbon,
Totally Dazzled. And if you have not,
I'm cutting a strip that's long enough.
Checked out the website on Totally Dazzled. Their prices
I
are
cut
really
it down lengthwise to make
and
it
their products
narrow
are very beautiful
enough to go on the front here.
And this is a lot of this bling wrap in this rose gold color.
It's very easy to cut because it is mesh, but it does have the little rhinestones all over it, so it's very easy to cut.
And for my two smaller boxes,
it's not very difficult to cut. And I cut a strip of that.
Some of the Totally Dazzled jewels on these as well. All of the bling items that I used in today's video did come from.
I put it on the front. I end up cutting it down a little bit more narrow
to make sure that this was even top to bottom.
Just using hot glue.
I did not measure.
I don't use it all the way over, but I put it, I think, in 4 different little spots just to tack it.
It was pretty easy to line that up with the edges
in a straight line across the front.
And I would just do glue. I did.
And
like
this
4
rose gold
across the whole
ribbon
front of the
I got
box
from Totally Dazzled.
just to kind of hold it down.
I also got the little
and be careful
this little
with
brooch
using
pin here at the same place. I got a Totally Dazzled
because
the glue I love their website. The things on there. See, the hot glue had not even set up, and I was too anxious to show you. So I added a little bit more hot glue.
The little
put that on there and leave it sitting there for just a minute before I try to pick it up.
I had this pink bottle.
All right, now I'm moving on to this wine bottle. This is a dipped wine bottle, so it's pink on the outside.
Crushed rhinestone ribbon,
and I love pink, so I'm using some crushed rhinestone ribbon that I got off Amazon.
And I just take the crushed rhinestone ribbon first, and I wrap it around.
I'm just covering up that label on the top.
Tag at the top.
It's like a metal ring, but I was afraid to remove it. I was afraid it would like pull some of the paint off, and I didn't want any of that pink paint to
rhinestone
come off.
Ribbon does not have any adhesive on the back, but the
bottle did have a label on the front. I just used
bling wrap
Goo Gone and washed that off.
Adhesive on the back.
I'm using some of the regular the adhesive is very strong jewel ribbon on the that I also wrap, got from, so I think I got that one from Dollar Tree or I use it. I don't have any Amazon, problem with it. It's never come off. So but the crushed rhinestone ribbon I put along the top, and then I put a smut one of the crushed rhinestone just ribbon the regular rhinestones, not the crushed rhinestones. And then I did some of the I put one on the bottom of that and one on the top of that. And then I do just to cover up the fact that this is a wine bottle. Top, cover all of the green, but I can still see the lips, the green so then to show. So I put two strips across the top, and I wrap that around the very top of the bottle, so you can't see any of the. This is very easy, and if you have a bottle that you love the color of, because this pink is just so vibrant and so pretty, very blingy. It's very easy so I take to some of that bling wrap and I make it into the bottom. A vase, and I think this makes a beautiful of the bottle. Decoration for Valentine's Day. Actually, with me for just about any day. I just eyeballed it. I do not line that. I got it perfectly do one straight. Strip around the bottom. Now this perfectly level all the way around. Ribbon but honestly, it looks so cute in the end. I don't think anybody's and it actually has a measuring tape or a level adhesion to it. So I don't add any hot glue. I just on this attach it. And what you want to do is you want to make sure where you start and stop all of your ribbon at first. I notice it, so I fix it because it's so noticeable that I can fix it. So that I can see it because if it's that noticeable. Ribbon begins and ends I do not back, have the so straightest lines in the front. And then I find one of my totally dazzled if I'm hanging a picture, I'm using a level. But I use this one was so crooked that I notice it, so that I peel it off. But the adhesive that takes a while for it to like be a little crooked, fully cured. And so I didn't want it to be as crooked. And that's the good thing about this. Like I replaced it, and it's still like it has not come off. I got these, but if you want to move something, the jewel I use move in the middle it before. Is from Totally Dazzled as before well. It sets up, because after it sets up you cannot even get this stuff off. All right, now I'm taking the bottom of a heart candy gift. The candy was eaten and I'd saved this from last year, so it's already gold. I took the label off the bottom, and then I'm taking some various flowers. These came from Michael's off of a clearance sale. And I take one of the large flowers for the middle, and then I'm using Dollar Tree roses of different colors to go all around the edges here. So I'm pushing all the leaves up, but then I just decided I'm just going to pluck these off because I don't need any of the stem for these. And then I cut that little plastic piece that actually attaches to the wire. I cut that off the bottoms as well, and you just want to be careful when you cut it off so as to not like destroy the whole rose, because then the innards come out if you cut it up a little too far. And then I use a ton of hot glue, and this is cardboard so it sticks really well. I used the large I think that's called a cabbage rose in the middle, and it's kind of a lighter pink. And like I said, I just kind of mixed the colors up with these roses. I used some that were like pink and a little bit of yellow and off-white, and then some that were more pink, you know, just mixed them all together. I'm cutting all those little pieces off the bottoms. And I start with two bunches, but the one bunch wasn't totally full. I had used some of the roses off of it, and then I used some of that third one as well. I like mixing Dollar Tree flowers in with some more expensive flowers. It helps you to save money in a bigger project because you're not using all expensive flowers. But I do like sometimes buying the more expensive ones from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. However, if you watch when they go on sale, I got a lot of flowers from Michael's when they were actually like 90% off because it was almost Christmas time, and these were obviously like leftover summer, spring stuff. And if you watch for sales, if you always look at the clearance online, you can find some really good deals on their flowers. And that's what I do to save money, because I'm all about saving a few dollars here and there. I just place all these roses around inside the heart. And I just keep going until the heart is completely full. I don't want to see any of the bottom. Even though it's white inside, I just want to see all roses in this heart shape. And this makes a really cute little decor piece. Very easy to put together. And all of these items are trash to treasure. Everything that I use in this would have been thrown away and not used for something. I mean, this is a cardboard heart that had chocolates in it. And, you know, those just take up space in recycling and garbage. But if you can use them, I tend to save these just because I decorate for a lot of weddings and so forth. And heart shapes are always a good thing to have on hand. You can put pictures in them. You can do a lot with them. It makes them very elegant decor pieces. See, this flower had kind of come apart a little. And so I put more hot glue in the middle and put the petals in. I'd cut that one up a little too far. Once your heart is full, you can be finished at this point if you want. I go a little bit further here. I'm just looking for any empty spots, filling them in. One last little spot there. And with the mixtures of the different colors and the different, the larger flower in the middle, I think it turned out really cute. You could stop here. You could use this just as it is. I found some, I had some pearl ribbon and some of this from Dollar Tree that's like a pearl ribbon as well. I didn't have a little container right at hand, so I'm just cutting some of the larger pearls off this pink pearl ribbon. This was sent to me from my aunt. My aunt sent me this ribbon. And then I used the Dollar Tree. It's kind of a darker pink, and it kind of has smaller beads and some little, it's kind of on like a little wire that's like iridescent, and I left that wire on just to give it a little different dimension. But these are smaller pearls and a little different colors, so it just kind of switches up the colors. And I'm just cutting them off the ribbon. And again, I didn't have a small container there, so I just used the shoebox container, and I just braced it up so I could pull the pearls out, and I just placed those in the flowers all around. I should have used some tweezers here. I did not burn my fingers, thankfully, but I was kind of dropping the pearls into the ball of hot glue instead of getting really close. So you just want to be careful because the hot glue will burn your fingers, and it does hurt. I am speaking from experience with that. And my glue gun is a high temp. If you have a low temp, you could use that as well for these smaller detail ones. I just don't ever pull out my smaller one because I have to plug it in and it's just a pain. So I just use my Ryobi battery operated glue gun. I love this thing. It is an amazing glue gun. I would not recommend any other glue gun. I've used several different kinds and I love this one. All right, so here's another heart. This one is a metal heart that was from Dove. It had chocolates in it. And I have these small foam roses from Amazon. These come on a tiny little stem. And I just, you know, they come in a little bunch there. And I just use my wire cutters, and the wires are all kind of bunched together. And you have to like untwirl them, untwist them. And I just didn't even bother to untwist them. I just cut them off because I don't need the wires for this at all. And I'm using a couple of different colors, the darker pink and the lighter pink. And again, these are just foam roses from Amazon. They're very inexpensive. You can get a lot for a few dollars, and you can use these to decorate a lot of different things. And I have these in my stash, and I like to use them in various projects. But this heart, I liked it because the shape is a little bit different than just a standard heart shape. So this one, the tin is gold as well, so I don't even paint it. I don't worry about the information on the back. I just leave it all on there because nobody's going to see the back. And I just put down a whole bunch of hot glue. Be careful with this. If you hold the back of the tin, it does get very hot. But if you leave it sitting flat and you just go in and add, I just do one after the other, you know, alternating the colors. And I start going around the edge first, and then I go in and fill in all in the middle. And again, these roses were already in my stash. I didn't go out and buy anything for any of these projects. There were things that were already in my stash, but I'm using things that would have been thrown away. This tin, it's a good solid tin. And yes, it came with chocolates in it, but you rinse it out, you wipe it out, and you've got a heart shape that you can use as a decor piece. And I just think these turn out really cute. I have a large one and a small one. I can put in different places, make beautiful Valentine romantic decor, or any decor. If you like pink and you like hearts, which I do, you could leave these out in a room that is decorated in those colors, which is usually like my craft room or my dressing room. They are all, like everything in. It's like my little, where my dressing table is. It's not really my dressing room, but it's like a little, where my dressing table is. I can use this decor in there as well, because those are my colors. And just real quick, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. I would love for you to join our frugal family here. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to do so. It helps out my channel also if you leave a comment, or if you like this video as well. Any of those things help the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. So here I'm not using pearls, I'm using little rhinestone jewels. I have a ton of these jewels in lots of different colors. I bought them when a store called AC Moore was going out of business in my area. I stocked up on these. And if you saw my craft room tour, you saw that I have several jars, and I like anything that shimmers and shines. So I use these on lots of various different crafts and just as a little embellishment. So I'm going through and adding those on the roses, not on every rose, but just periodically throughout. Have a little bit of a sinus issue going on right now. My allergies have been acting up, so if you can hear me, I apologize for that. And this little heart just stands up on its own. Here's all of these together with the large heart, the box, the vase now with some fluffy little feathery things. I don't know what those are called. And my first box that I put the big flowers in and the pearls. I really like how these turned out. Let me know what you think in the description, in the comments below. Just tell me which one of these is your favorite. Here's the small little heart with all the roses and the rhinestones. And yes, I mix my metal colors there. I've got gold, I've got rose gold, I've got silver, I've got it all together. But I think that this is beautiful, romantic.
So what did you think of the Valentine's decor that we put together today? I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making them. You give me something pink, something shiny, something glittery, glitzy. That's just totally me. I love pinks of all shade, and I love anything that sparkles. And so these trash to treasure DIYs were right up my alley, and I hope they were yours too. But if not, if that's not your style and I don't really decorate that much for Valentine's Day, to be honest with you. I do a small little thing in the front entry hall, and that's it. I don't go all out. I don't have children at home, so it's not a major holiday for me. My most decorated holiday is Christmas, and other than that, it's just simple little decor ideas. So this is the only Valentine's Day video I plan on making. I may end up making one more, but I really don't have a use for anything else. So unless somebody else that I know needs something specific, this will be my only Valentine's Day decor video that is up this year. But I hope you enjoyed this, and until next week, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.